Hello students, today we are going to read the unit 3 of the chapter 3. But before starting the unit 3, let us discuss few points on unit 2. So what was discussed previously? It was discussed that people are gathering near the river. And what was the reason? The reason was simple. The Tame river has become wild. And right now in unit 2, people have realized that the tree is tilted, means it is a little bit bent towards the river. And the river was also looking very brave. And almost all the people, all the gentlemen, means all the reputed person of the village, they were quite worried that what will happen to the tree. Because according to them, the tree has been standing there since the era of truthfulness, and they also speak that the root of the tree is spread it up to Himalayas. So there was a village trio, 3 boys were there, and they were also speaking that the tree is going to fall. That's why all were angry on him. In the meantime, people are worried what to do. And then Nirakar Das observed that there is no trace of a single feather on the tree, means there was not a single bird in the tree. The birds have left their living place, which was not a good sign. It means almost all the people, they have realized one thing, and what is that? That is, the tree is going to fall. So now let us discuss unit 3. So overall, unit 2 was about the people's experience, means how they realized that the tree is going to fall. The crowd spontaneously looked at one after another of those who had claims to some sort of distinction, and the people, they were looking at each other because they were thinking that this person is having some special quality, he can sell it. Okay, this is the reason that why they were looking at each other. Sridhar Mishra was a well-known homeopath. Means Sridhar Mishra was a homeopathic doctor. He had saved so many from certain death. When the people looked expectantly, means eagerly, to him, his lips quivered, means trembled, as they always did when he was about to diagnose a disease. So, when people started looking at Sridhar Mishra, his lips started quivering, his lips started shaking, because this was a sign when he was diagnosing a disease. The villagers were accustomed to read that quiver, the promise of remedy, and villagers, they were habituated to see when Sridhar Mishra's lips were trembling, when it was shaking, they realized that he has got a solution, means he has got the remedy for the disease. But as now the quivering did not stop, even when the people had looked at him for a long time, they focused on their attention on Raghu Dal Behra, the only villager to possess a gun. But right now, Srikant Mishra's quiver, the quivering of lips, that it did not stop, even when people looked at him for a long time. So finally, they looked towards Raghu Dal Behra, and Raghu Dal Behra was the single person in the village who was having a gun. Rarely he was seen without his gun, although the least of his killing during a period of 20 years was limited to a handful of birds and a greedy fox. The latter merely danced by the sound and smoke from his gun and killed in an operation in which many had privilege to participate. So listen. Now Raghu Dal Behra was having a gun. And what was he doing? Everywhere, wherever he was going, he was taking his gun with him. No one has never seen him without his gun. But even when he was having the gun, he was not a good hunter. He has killed a few birds and a wild fox, but a greedy fox. But the reality was that the fox was killed not by the gunshot. The fox was killed by the sound. Means the fox felt senseless. He felt senseless because of the gun sounds, and a number of people, they've engaged in this operation. When Raghu realized that the crowd had already been staring at him for 5 minutes, he raised his gun at an audaciously sweeping kite, took aim and continued to take aim. But when Raghu Dalvera realized that the people were looking at him constantly, he started to shoot in the air. Don't, Raghu, don't, warned Nidakar Das, and Raghu brought down his gun with relief. People sighed and ceased to concentrate on him. But he was told, no, Raghu, don't do it. Then people started stopping. Means people stopped to look at him. Just then, someone brought the news that the honorable member of the Legislative Assembly had been observed going by on a nearby road, perhaps heading for the next village. Bring him here, run boys, run, said the elderly villagers. A number of young men disappeared running. But in the meantime, there was a good news. And what was that? The MLA was coming. And it was expected that the MLA was going to the nearby village. So the elderly people started speaking, run boys, run, go and fetch the minister. Okay? And all the boys, means the MLA. Either he was the minister or not, it is not mentioned, but he was the MLA. Then all the boys started running and they soon disappeared. Disappeared means what? They run in order to bring the MLA Babu. Freed from the obligation to think or do anything, now the MLA had been located and summoned. All stood peacefully looking towards the bend of the road where he was expected to appear. Now everyone was relaxed and they all were looking towards the road like this, where MLA has to come. The MLA arrived walking at a running pace, wrinkling his brows, and MLA was looking like this, brows, and he was coming in a running pace. He was not walking, he was walking quite fast. Do you see the situation, MLA Babu? We are doomed. More than one voice complained. Doomed means destroyed. And more than one voice started speaking. Do you see, MLA Babu? We are destroyed. Who says you are doomed? Why this pessimism? Pessimism means, here it is, helplessness. Pessimism means, we know, to look at the darker side of life. So here it is hopelessness. People further down are really in trouble. Flood water have entered their village and are threatening their houses. You are in heaven compared to them, and I wish you to continue in heaven, said the MLA, displaying the particular variety of smile with which he aroused the conscience of his listeners. And now the MLA is speaking. Doomed? Who doomed? Why are you thinking that you are doomed? People in the another village, they are in trouble. The flood water has already entered into their village and now threatening into their houses. But now you are in heaven. You are in a safer place. Here heaven means safer place here. You are in a safer place. So why you are doomed? Don't think like this. Don't think negatively. We have voted for you, exclaimed a green voice. Green voice means young voice. The three college boys were now elbowed their way forward, throwing glances back at the crowd as if defying it to stop them from confronting the leader. They were, of course, 2 to 3 years below the voting age, but they were determined to regain face after their earlier humiliation. So, here one of the men said, we have voted you, so you have to do it. Now the village trio, who were being humiliated, who were being insulted by speaking, that means people were speaking him that you have bone in your tongue like this. So they also came forward in order to regain their dignity. The MLA paled but ignored the boys and asked the elders, what would you like me to do? But the MLA did not look at the boys. He just looked at the elderly people and said, what do you that I should do? There was no reply. Recovering his courage and flashing the conscience-rousing smile again, he repeated the challenge sweetly. Order me to do and I am ready to do. But as there was no reply, once again he started asking, just order me, I will do. Do? What can you do? Only remember that we voted for you, and it is during your reign that the sacred tree which stood here since the era of truth is going to live up, said an old man. Then one of the old men said, what can you do? You can do nothing for us. But remember one thing, and what is that? We have voted you. Now during your reign only, the tree is going to fall. The tree which has been standing here since the era of truthfulness. Reason? Who is nowadays? Neither the British nor the Rajas. You are the ruler now, and myself only your humble servant, retorted the MLA. But what was the reply? No, I am not ruling. I am your simple servant. You are the ruler. Who is speaking? The MLA is speaking. Servant, are you? Let us then see. You servant, stop this tree from falling. It was again one of the college trio. Then one of the college trio is again speaking. Really? You are the servant now, servant. Stop the tree. And the tree is going to fall. Now you stop it. This is being spoken by the college trio, one of the college trio. The MLA suddenly grew spirited. Why not? We all try together. Come on, gird up loins. What? Were you all doing so long? Fetch as much rope as you can. Thick and strong. Go, go. I say, he girded of his own loins. And here it is mentioned, loins means a cloth. So, cloth or might be rope. So here the MLA is speaking. What are you doing here since long? Go and fetch some rope. We all can do it. But suddenly a part of the tree, run, run, shouted several others. They all knew how unrealistic the proposition was and how difficult it was to obtain even a few yards of rope such as the MLA had specified. Several people were about to set off under the impact of the leader's clarion call. Clarion call means what? The words means here it is the call, the words which is being spoken by the minister, by the MLA, but people don't want to avoid it, even when they know that it will not happen. Okay? Means people know that it will be unsuccessful, but still they don't want to disobey the MLA. So here it is spoken that everyone, they know that it was a unrealistic thing. It was practically not possible to save the tree, but still they also supported the MLA and said, okay, run, run, go and bring ropes. But suddenly a part of the tree resting on several trunks slid into the river. Water shot up in fountains, touching the wings of the sacred kites. So what happened? The tree started. It tilted into the river. And part of the tree. And water just went up, just like fountain. Oh God. The crowd stood thunderstruck. The silence was broken by an anxious voice. What will happen to the Banyan goddess? It means, listen, previously I had told you that, suppose this was the tree. Okay, number of things were there on these sides. In one side, banyan tree, banyan goddess was there first. In another side, there was village meeting. Village meeting was being conducted. In another side, the sacred bull of Lord Shiva was ruminating there. In another hollow of the trunk, a family of snakes were living. And in another side, the lady who was going to the weekly market, when she was unable to work, she was selling her goods under the banyan tree. So here, which part of the tree first fall into the river? The side where banyan goddess was present. That's why it is being spoken that what will happen to the banyan goddess? The crowd no sooner had this been said than the ill-tempered old Brahmin. The ill-tempered old Brahmin, I have told you, it was written in Unit 1, and he was seen rushing to the remnants of the tree. Remnants means remaining portion. When it was being spoken that what will happen to the banyan tree, the old-tempered Brahmin rushed to the place. He sat down on the muddy ground, a spot which had been considered dangerously unsafe even by the snakes, and mustering all his strength, pulled up the small stone that had stuck to the spot for God knows how many ages. And now the old-tempered Brahmin, he sat down, and by using all his stamina, by using all his force, he just pulled out the small stone which was being placed there since how many years it is not mentioned. But he was successful. Holding the uprooted goddess close to his bosom. Then suppose this is goddess and he just hold the goddess like this. Okay. As though to protect her from invisible enemies, he returned to the crowd that watched him breathlessly. And then he just returned to the crowd. And the crowd were watching him breathlessly. And he was holding banyan goddess. Give place to the goddess, shouted the people excitedly while thronging. Thronging means crowding, coming closer. Closer around the Brahmin, someone spread a towel on the grass. The Brahmin put down the goddess and patted her. Then someone just spread a towel and the Brahmin just put the goddess and started patting like her. Okay, means here the goddess was also regarded as a daughter. As we pet our daughter, likewise the ill-tempered Brahmin was also petting goddess. It means look, even if he was ill-tempered, but still he was having lots of respect for tree goddess. All looked at her with the sympathy with an orphan infant deserved and pressed around, dancing their hands in eagerness to do for her something or the other. And all were looking, showing their sympathy, all were showing their pity, because here the tree goddess is being uprooted from her place. Another terrific splashing sound, the entire tree was gone now, and the sound means again the complete tree just collapsed into the river. There was the splashing sound and the complete tree was gone. The old branches were seen rustling pathetically with the mad water, reluctant to be carried away. Gone, tree got gone, Hari bol, Hari bol. And as I have told you, people are thinking that the tree was having godly qualities. That's why it is mentioned that people started speaking Hari bol, means glory to God. For a long time, under a continuous diesel, they kept up the poison chant with all their hearts, or looking stupefied and some weeping, and some people were surprised, some were crying. Old Bisujana has seated himself before the banyan goddess. Someone who observed that he had begun to shiver announced, I think Bisu is falling into the trance. Trance means what here? Trance is the state in which people are thinking that a soul will enter to the body, or goddess or god, they will enter to human body. And Bisu Jana was sitting in front of the banyan goddess, and then someone is speaking. Bisu Jana is trembling, okay, and goddess is going to enter into his body. Several people rushed to their homes and brought out cymbals, musical instruments, and drums and conch shell. In days gone by, when there was no boat, no college for village boys, Bisu used to get poses before the banyan goddess. Drums and cymbals and conch shells had to be played close to his ears as loudly as possible. He began with shivering, then he would fall down in a swoon and rise up with face beaming supernaturally, eyes wild and inexplicable experience, and often, though not every time, he would utter words that were understood by a few who only noted. So, in the past, Bisu was falling into trance. When there was no college, means no facility was there, so many times Bisu was falling into trance, and people are playing conch shell and musical instrument close to his ears as loud as possible, and he was speaking something, but he was speaking something and it was not understood by everyone. People are only nodding their head. Bisu was in a trance after at least 2 decades, means after 20 years, Bisu is in trance. Those who used to play the instrument close to his ears had now grown old. At their sagging skin, flapping like empty purses, they were doing their best. Bisu opened his mouth, the sound stopped. I will be burned as 1,000 trees, here, there, everywhere. Hari bol, hearken to the tree god's message. He will be reborn as 1,000 trees. And now, Bisu is speaking. Means, Bisu started speaking and the sound stopped. Bisu is speaking that I will be reborn in 1,000 trees. Means the tree god will take birth once again. The instrument played louder as the younger one took over from the tried old hands. Along with Bisu danced Nirakardas, Srikandas and Vaishnav and several others, their hands raised in ecstasy. Means likewise, they were raising their hands and they were speaking Hari bol, and all were dancing. My God, but the sun is rising. But at this time, the sun is rising in the eastern sky. A kid drew the attention of his pals means his mates, to a luminous lighted crack in the clouds and clapped his hands. And a boy noticed that, see, there is a crack in the clouds and bright sunlight is coming down, and the boy started clapping the hands happily, because the boy also realized that now there will be no rain and they can be saved. Okay, so what is Unit 3 about? Unit 3 is all about the falling of the tree. How? the MLA arrived, and what was the opinion of the MLA? He said that I am a servant, I am not your master, and people expecting that the MLA will save the tree. All these things are being mentioned, and finally the tree fell into the tree. The tree was drowned. In the meantime, D'Souza, he went into trance, and he declared that the tree god, she has entered into his body and told him that she will take birth once again in thousands of trees. Okay, and people are quite happy after listening this, and they enjoyed. So in the meantime, it was morning, and a boy started expressing his happiness by clapping of hands. Okay, thank you. Have a nice time.